Hi there! So you've decided that maybe an orienteering meet is your next adventure. Here's a quick video on what you can expect and how you can prepare for that meet. The first thing that you're going to want to do is check out the MichiganO.org website here and look for meet locations and dates that work for you. There is a general information tab that you'll find helpful as well. If you need a quick lesson on orienteering, you can always contact the race director and they can help arrange for a skilled navigator to meet with you and get you off to a good start. Volunteering is another great option. You'll learn a lot about orienteering by working with the director and setting and clearing courses. So on your way to the meet, you'll want to make sure that you bring a compass. If you don't have a compass, there are compasses available for rent, but if you have your own compass, make sure you bring that. Make sure that you bring appropriate clothing, and you may want to bring a backpack or a waist pack so that you can bring food and water along with you. There is water out on the course, but if you're going to be taking your time and really enjoying the day, food and water are always nice to have with you. When we take the kids with us especially, we'll bring a snack for them. You'd be surprised at how many calories you and the little kids burn when you're out there. You want to definitely make sure that you replenish them. It keeps them happy, we have found, especially the little ones. While some people race these meets, an equal number of people are simply out for a nice hike in the woods. So if you plan on racing it, you probably won't want to carry a backpack or a waist pack. But if you're just going to go out for a nice hike on the woods, you may want to consider bringing one. So when you get in the general area of the meet, you'll find orienteering signs that direct you to the meet start. Once there, you'll find the meet directors and you'll sign your waivers. Make sure you know your license plate number as you'll need it to fill out your waiver. Again, if you don't have a compass, you can rent one for $1. Otherwise, you'll have your own compass. And after you've signed your waiver, you're going to need to decide which map you'll want to use. Orienteering maps are arranged from white, yellow, orange, green, and red. And the colors indicate the level of difficulty, white being the easiest. Listen as Barbara discusses the differences between the white, yellow, and orange maps.
There are several different maps, and if you are a beginner, we recommend starting with the white map. And as you can see, the white map has controls that are focused on the trails. You can see these different trail marked areas. And the rule for white is that the control can be seen from the trail. And the controls are orange and white, much like the signs that you see getting into the meet. Also, when you're looking at your map, there's going to be a clue box here. First of all, it has the name of the map, and then it has the distance that you would expect to cover. And we call it from a beeline perspective. So, for example, 4 to 5 may not, it shows it as a beeline, but actually most people would probably take this trail, and therefore it would be slightly longer, but ever so slightly longer. You can see the white is pretty trail based, which is exciting. Then you get to yellow, and you can see that some of them slightly pull off the trail in sections that should be not too difficult to get to. And again, you can see that there is the distance, and then the clues are on here, like north end of a path, re-entrance, spur, depression. And these clues you can Google ahead of time just so that you can look at an image so that you can kind of know what you're looking at on the terrain. The big jump is from yellow to orange. And you can see that they start using what they call the International Orienteering Federation symbols. So, for example, number 1 on 37 is at the end of a trail. That's the symbol for that. This is a symbol for a depression. This is the symbol for what I call like a partial depression. Some people call it half depression, you know. This is the symbol for a hill. This is a symbol for re-entrant, and so on, saddle, things like that, edge of rough. And you might want to familiarize, if you're going to the orange level, you might want to familiarize yourself with these different symbols. At the table, we have a key or a legend, so if you need to make some extra notes, you can do that too. And the race staff, the meet staff would be happy to explain any of these symbols to you.
So after you've decided which map you want to try, you're going to pay for it. Maps cost $5 for members and $10 for non-members. You definitely want to consider becoming a member of the Southern Michigan Orienteering Club, especially if you're going to fall in love with this sport like so many of us do. It's worth it to pay the membership, the yearly membership, and pay $5 then for your map. The race director is going to get you started with an SI key. That's going to track your time from checkpoint to checkpoint. These are relatively new and they're pretty cool. It gives you an opportunity to see exactly how much time you took and how that compares to other people that were out on the course. You're going to make sure that you clear, check, and start, and then you're going to go off on your adventure. Once you've completed the course or decided you've had enough, make sure you check back in with the race director and return your SI key. There's going to be water and food and plenty of people to talk about the course with, especially if you have any questions. Say you were out there and you got lost or were thrown off by some land features. Take advantage of the opportunity to talk to the people around you. You know, we're a bit biased, but we think orienteers are a pretty great group of people, and anybody there would be more than willing to offer some suggestions or to explain the map to you. So back at home, you can check out the michigano.org website again. There you're going to want to check out the race results, and when you find your meet and the results, you can actually access the electronically timed results, which means that you'd be able to, if you click on, for example, here a red, you'd be able to see a breakdown of each of the splits, and it's all color-coded for you, indicating the fastest splits, the fastest top 3 splits, and the winner, of course. It's a great way to again see how your splits compare to other people's. Back at the michigano.org website, you're also going to want to check the meet schedule again, because we hope that you loved it so much that you want to put another meet on your calendar. So there's one other thing here on the Michigan Orienteering Club's website. For those of you that are new to orienteering, you may be looking at this calendar and going, wow, you know, I would love to do this, but these meets don't really work for me. I won't be able to get to many of these. There are some permanent orienteering courses. What this would allow you to do is to practice on your own time and on your own calendar. And that's really useful. It's also great, even if you can make it to the other meet locations, it's also great just to get that extra practice in, especially if you live in the Grand Rapids area, Yankee Springs, and of course on the east side, there's Pontiac Lake and Huron Meadows. So we want to welcome you to this awesome sport of ours that we love so much and encourage you to come out and join us. And of course, you can always contact us here at the My Backyard website if you have any other questions or want some guidance from us. We'd love to help you out, love to get you started in this sport, and hope that you fall in love with it as much as we have. Have a good one, and hopefully we'll see you out in the woods.